And hello everyone, welcome back to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and today we will be doing a brief introductory stream into the Heavensward MSQ. So, let us get this party started. If you can call it a party, if you'll recall, when last we left off with the MSQ, we had been framed for regicide, forced to flee, and now I'm stuck with Tataru, who gave a rather wry smirk. No matter how long it takes, I have faith we will find the others with Lady Yugiri's shinobi, Urianji's intelligence, but Urianji's working with the Asians, I think. Is he going to be reliable? And the thing is covering part of text. Apologies for that. Orianje's intelligence and my versatility, there's nothing we cannot do. How nice. So let me just try to... Yeah, bear with me, technical difficulties. As I... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much about the size. Yeah, this particular one is pretty wide. I may need to rethink that. One moment. As I get something that is Okay, I think I found one that is a little more amenable. Yes, that does look more amenable. Let's just test this. Yep, much better. So without further ado, apologies for that slight technical difficulties delay. Ooh. Oops, I need to update the... Interesting. The title... Okay. Just looking in chat, Stream Elements is having a moment. Apologies for that if you're watching live in chat. There we go. Hopefully that's more updated. Okay, without further ado, yeah, okay, so Yugiri's working on it, Urianche might be working on it. Her versatility, not sure what her versatility is about. Okay, coming to Ishgard. The time for action has come, and Alphino knows what he must do. By the way, let me know if you want me to do more streaming of the various job quests specifically. Let me know in the comments or in chat.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Thank you, voice acting.
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yeah, we're here, whether we will like it or not.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
But if you want to run off and do your own thing, by all means, do it. Just don't expect us
I
to
bring
back you up.
tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Oh, that's nice.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
I don't know why we're letting the kid do
The Count is a good man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
Well, that's nice.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin.
They say the winds can be rather fierce on the steps of faith. They can, be sure to wrap up before we go. Yeah. Not at all the circumstances under which I had hoped to visit Ishgard for the first time, but so be it. I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My manservants shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then. Alright, let's go. Of course, it's just my luck that it's going to be cloudy and whatnot. A fog. Good heavens. I'm not going to be able to see anything. Ward of House Fortin? Yes, you may pass. So, shall I proceed to Ishgard? I guess I have no other choice. I've got nowhere else to go. So, yeah. Let's do this.
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came. To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood.
In the midst of the Dragon Song War they came. 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
Welcome to Heavensward, boys and girls. Gods, I feel like a child in a giant's castle. Well, it was built by elves and for elves, and so... from afar, the spires did not seem so tall. Greetings, Master Tia. On behalf of House Forta, I bid you welcome to Ishka. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the pillars. If you all would come with me. Yeah, I'll be along in a moment. I gotta attune first. So it looks like we go up here. Yeah, this city was not built for Lalafels. Dark spectre. I think I just have... Yeah, I've just got the broom. So I'll get that last one and then we can proceed with the MSQ. Oh dear, I think I saw a disconnect icon appear. Nice. You have attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards of Ishgard. The gates of judgment are now accessible as an Ethernet destiny. Nice. So, let's get back to the last vigil. Sign, Astrologicum. I assume that some of these are jumps. Paper. This looks like it's the machinists. Is it just me, or is the air up here different? You can almost smell the wealth and power. Gods, it's making me feel faint. To look upon the splendor of these heights, one would little suspect the ruin wrought by the wyverns below. The warrior of light and his brave companions. Walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight, your worship. I cannot tell you how long I have waited for this day. Allow me to present you to my family home, Fortal Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. My friends, introductions must be made. Alright, so let's do this.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
No, just Bursky.
I, Count Edmond de Fortemps, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortom, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Forton.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies, don't you think?
True.
Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Okay. So this is what the inside, this is what the inside of the manor of a high house looks like. To think that Lord Hoshafan was raised here. They'll be whispering about you soon if they aren't already. The mysterious guests of House Fortin, or some such. Greetings, Scion, and welcome. We are honored by your presence. Okay, clearly Artoral, I think that's how you pronounce his name, is the more adult of the two sons. Emmanuel looks like is a little bit more of a jokester. As I said before, my home is your home. After all you have done on our behalf, it is the least I can offer. Taking in the sights, Alphino has a mind to learn more about Ishgard. And get either a tank helmet, aiming helmet, right circlet of striking, rogue ninja, and monk or samurai. Or some gil. I think I might go with this one. So we're going Yep. Though our friends in House Fortin have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall of course do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, but I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. Their documentation is in order, I trust? Yes, my lord. Do we need travel papers? Those documents identify you as wards of House Forton. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Forton, but let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Myrokos, Tataru, the city awaits. Yeah, I already scouted ahead of you. Let's go. I confess it had long been a dream of mine to visit Ishgard. To my childish self, her towers, bridges, and cobbled streets seemed akin to something from a fairy tale, and I have never quite outgrown the fantasy. I'm glad I have a map. Okay. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the jeweled crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending to Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza, if there are no questions. Right. Let's go. The Holy Vault, where Archbishop Thornton VII rules from on high. They're awfully fond of statues, aren't they? Hey, what if I took up sculpting? I bet you could make a fortune in a place like this, and we need every gil we can get. Huh, already Tataru's thinking about our money situation. Ooh, that's big. The Hoplon is so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity. Is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thorden's famed Knight's Tool? Very good, Master Alphinaud. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thordan I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars. Time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the jeweled cruiser, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elias, our master of the markets. That was rude. I present to you Mistress Elias. Mayhap you would like to say a few words. Not a single scorched stone in sight. To watch these merchants going about their business, one would think the dragons had never attacked. If you want to buy something, let me do the talking. I could haggle for Ulda. Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... You're wards of House Fortal, yes. Ah, wards of House Fortal. How very interesting. Count Edmund has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable... Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrements, medicine, and materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the cruiser. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Our next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza and Foundation. If everyone is ready... Do you ever get a funny feeling when you attune to an Aetheryte? Or is it just me? No? So it is just me. Oh, I have already attuned myself to the aetheryte. I trust you have as well. Yes, I did. I did before you even, got here. And here we have the Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. Yeah, I already did it. Okay. Yeah, I may want to do Dragoon. I think I also want to unlock Samurai. I'll just go with the tank one because it's part of the job I have. The better half. Your guide is eager to continue your tour of Ishgard. And here we get Hard Conjurer. More Caster gear. I've already got Caster Tombstone gear. I was getting that earlier stuff earlier. I may want to get this Camp of Aiming in case I decide to do a Archer, Bird, Machinist, or Dancer. One of those. As for our next destination, mayhap we should decide together what else can be found nearby. The Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There, our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragon. The Holy Stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly, while to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. Yeah, because I think the broom is down there. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord, but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down the hoplon and gawp at the statues? Well, if you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight, if your nursemaid'll let you. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Myrokos. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too. I think our guide is not too happy about this. What do you think? Once more, I must urge you to reconsider. There are several gentlemen who appear less than pleased by our presence. Yes, I've got a good feeling about this place. Mayhap one drink would be... No, I mustn't. Must say this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments, Master... Gibberland. Just Gibberland will do. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else, regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality, mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? 'Cause when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if we returned to Fortal Manor. You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Tataru, I am afraid that it is out of the question. My lord, the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Indeed, what are you up to? Look around, Alphino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh please, do you know how often I looked after the Waking Sands and the Rising Stones by myself? If I had a gill for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru, Myrokos, and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by Link Pearl if you require assistance. I will. Don't worry, Myrokos. If there's any news of our friends, I'll find it. Oh, there's an inn key. I wonder if we can, Ooh, let's see what the inn looks like. Just a guess. Okay. Pretty standard fare. Let's say hello to people. Find another table. This one is taken. Okay. You look like you can handle yourself, but can you handle the most ferocious fiends this side of the steppes? Only the best of the best are fit to join Clan Centurio. Okay. Welcome, Master Tia. Shall I show you inside the manor? I suppose. Wait a minute. I'm missing someone. Where's Alpha now? How do you find our city? Beautiful, is it not? Yeah, it's got its charm. Is that... Aye, it is the smell of mead. Newly come and already sampling the delights of our taverns. Oh yes, I like you a lot. Pray do not concern yourself with me, sir. Tell us then, Master... here he is. Why wasn't he here? Tell us then, Master Alphino. Does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagined pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took, and when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate, unarmed men and women, even children were given no quarter. Sir Amarik has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Master Tia, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed to aid Artwarel and Emmanuel in their duties. Okay? I beg your pardon. I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guests' assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station, and show Master Tia the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Gaius van Balezar, and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory, or serve as your errand boy. If you can pardon them their impropriety, Master Tia, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. Okay. So Manaline is over here. I look forward to working with you, Myrokos. It's going to be grand. Please look after Lord Manaline, Master Tia. Yeah, I have a feeling he doesn't care much about himself. Twould seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Frontal has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would have us publicly serve Ishgard, whilst simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard. Mayhap even new allies. Hello, Autumn. Even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. I think I'll get this one just in case I decide to do a ranged. Oh, he's back there. I thought I was missing him. Now the question is where to start. Sorry, my cat was just falling over my chair. Let's deal with the serious one first. Win him over and it should be a little bit easier. Lord, over the wall. Lord Artwarel is less than eager to brief you on his mission. Let us begin anew, Master Tia. I am Sir Artwarel de Fortin, eldest son of Count Edmond de Fortin. You will forgive me my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me. Unlike some. Horsefall has spoken of you often. If you are even half the man he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durandare and Zemail. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? Aye, well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture, but we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo stables and foundation. Right? See, I also have job quests to do. Black Rose. Okay, so I have to. Why don't I go back to Ul'dah and do the Black Mage quest just to get that out of the way? Slight detour, but let's see if the guards also take offense at us. Okay, all the way over there. So, without further ado, let us head over there. Black Books. Lalai would entrust you with powerful spells left by Master Kukuruka. Ah, Myrokos, you come at a good time. I have made a remarkable discovery which I would share with you. After Master Kukuruka passed away, I went to his cell in the Sahab pit, and the cell in which the cell in which he spent 100 years locked away. I doubted my master, and the guilt of it gnaws at my conscience. In order to atone, I decided to preserve the fruits of his research for future generations. Well, as I went about sorting through his personal effects, I found a most peculiar slip of parchment, bearing a jumble of glyphs and sigils which I instantly recognized to be a cipher. When I removed the cipher to reveal the hidden words, I could scarce believe my eyes. They described the whereabouts of 2 ancient tomes, the Books of Thal. The tomes are said to contain the secrets of forbidden spells, and their existence has been hidden from even the Thaumaturge's Guild. Master Kukuruka entrusted you with his legacy, Myrokos. He would want the tomes to be in your keeping. The first tome is said to be at Nald's reflection in southern Fenland. Come, let us make haste and retrieve it. Okay. I have found the first tome, Myrokos, the Book of Nald. It lay not a falm from where the parchment said it would be. But gods, I cannot stop trembling. My blood runs cold simply imagining the havoc that could be wreaked with the knowledge within. Such power must be safeguarded, lest it fall into the wrong hands. Let us make haste and retrieve its twin, the Book of Thal. It should be at Thal's respite. Which of them serves as an eastern Fanaland. Myrokos, the unthinkable has happened. Oh no, oh dear. The chest is empty. The Book of Thal is gone. Who could have taken it? Who else could have known? Gods, if the tome's secrets were to be used for evil, this is an absolute disaster. And my worries do not end there. Should the Thaumaturge's Guild somehow learn of the tome's existence, they will stop at nothing to seal them away. That cannot be borne. Master Kukuruka spent his lifetime restoring the knowledge of black magic to the world. We cannot suffer any part of it to be lost. At any rate, there is nothing more to be done here. Let us return to the Sacrarium and reassess the situation. There is nothing left for me here. What is that guy up to? So far, the city guard has not seen fit to start. That's certainly a good sign. I am sorry you had to see me lose my composure earlier, Myrokos. As I made my way back, I pondered the situation. When I found the chest, it was covered in a century's worth of dust. Some of that dust had been knocked loose by prying hands, and nothing had settled in its place. From this, it can be inferred that the tome was recently taken. Now, the tome we were able to retrieve, the Book of Nald, is enciphered by an enchantment. I think it's safe to assume that its twin benefits from like protection. Such a protection will not be easily circumvented. It will take the thief time enough, I hope, for us to track him down, retrieve the tome, and avert disaster. But enough talk. I shall make some discreet inquiries into the missing tome. Oh, and if you don't mind, I would like you to hold on to the Book of Nald for examination. In the meantime, I suggest you can, I would like to hold on to the Book of Nald. Okay, for a second there, I thought you wanted me to hold on to the tome. In the meantime, I suggest you continue your training in the dark arts. We may have need of your skills again ere long. An unexpected journey. Lalai has acquired new information regarding the missing Book of Thought. That was quick. Ah, Myrokos, you come at a most opportune time. There is a task I would have you perform. In my search for the Book of Thal, I have drawn upon all my resources in the trading spheres. The tome has not appeared on the black market, nor has it found its way to a private collection. This tells us that the thief has made no effort to sell it. If we consider then the fact that he was able to open a magically sealed chest, we may safely assume that the suspect is a mage, and his interest in the tome is personal. However, this individual came to know the existence of black magic. It seems plain he seeks to unlock the tome's secrets. To what end? It is early to say. It is too early to say, but at the very least, we now have a lead. There are scarce few who share our knowledge of black magic. Your three beastmen friends who were present when Master Kukuruka rendered up his last breath. It may be that the thief's identity is known to one of them. Begin your inquiries at Burgundy Falls. Find out what Kazakcha has had, if Kazakcha has had any suspicious visitors. Myrokos, I am glad to see you again, my friend. What brings you here this day? Yeah, somebody stole the Book of Fall. That such tomes exist. But to answer your question, I have been visited by a suspicious man, and very recently. The visited fails to capture the nature of our meeting. Not a bell ago, a robed man appeared before me. Join me, he said, and together we shall master the dark arts. A dubious offer, which I naturally declined. But no sooner had the words left my mouth than he sheathed a barrage of spells at me. Though I could scarce believe it, I would swear that the spells he wielded were black magic. I warded off his attacks and countered with spells of my own, and he swiftly turned tail. All this happened but a short while ago. He cannot have gone far since then. If you mean to confront him, you would do well to exercise caution. Though he alone approached me, I felt the presence of others. Oh, charming. There's always Zionella. What do you want? Wait. This aura. Yes, there is no mistake. You are a black mage, and you will lead me to him. Now speak, or I will make you wish you had. Rude. Me? A black mage? How utterly ridiculous. Perhaps you are not one of them after all. I fear there has been a misunderstanding. I am not the villain who attacked the Amalja, nor does it appear you are in league with me. I see you are disinclined to believe me. Well, the truth of my words is easily verified. Let us go to Burgundy Falls and see your friend together. I wished to have words with him at any rate. There is a misunderstanding that I wish to clear up. We meet for the first time, and that fact alone should suffice to settle the matter. But for the sake of formality, pray answer this question. Am I the man who attacked you? No, you are not. You bear scant resemblance to the villain. Now that the matter is behind us, allow me to introduce myself. I am Hero Zionella of the Conjurers Guild in Gridania. I'm also a conjurer. The Seedseer Council has sent me to find a man who wields black magic, the forbidden art of destruction. This trail led me to this area, where I chanced to witness him attacking your Amalja friend. Alas, the villain beat a hasty retreat, and I lost sight of him in the confusion. You approached me shortly thereafter. You may not be connected to the man I seek, but you are a practitioner of the dark arts nonetheless. The aura is telltale, so don't even think to deny it. You must also answer to justice. What? The Books of Naldfall. Matron preserve. I was not aware that such terrible tomes existed. This woman, Lalai. She may well know something useful. I will pay her a visit, and I expect you to be there as well. I take it you intend to continue searching for the mystery Black Mage. Though I doubt that his skill is a match for yours, he has proven himself unpredictable and dangerous both. Be sure to keep your wits about you. I shall go to Dazar and Dazal Malak and apprise them of the situation. For now, you would do well to return to Lalai. Thank Thal you have returned. This man, whom I have never seen before, charged up here and started berating me for meddling with forbidden arts. He had the nerve to call me a fool thrice. Aye, and I will say it again, you are a fool. But the worst fool of all was your master Kukuruka. It is because of him that these miscreants are running rampant. Let me start again. I know about the Book of Thal, and I know the people who took it. They call themselves the Defiant, and their sole objective is to master the art of destruction. The man I have been tasked with finding is their leader. Waldev is his name, and he used to be a conjurer of Stillglade fame. Man harbored a deep hunger for power, the power over those he had sworn to protect. In order to satisfy this craving, he began dabbling in the dark arts. For long, however, his doings were made known to the guild, who summarily banished him. But as he left, he declared that one day he will show the world the true power of black magic. For years we heard naught of Waldev. Some of us dared to hope that his words were but wind. Alas, he has returned, and this could only mean one thing. He is ready to make good on his promise. Gods preserve him. Are you certain of this? That it is Waldev who has taken the tome? I am afraid so. It is no coincidence that the tome went missing at the same juncture the man reappeared. Even now, he continues instructing his minions in black magic, and every day that passes sees the cult grow into a bigger threat. If we are to move against them, we must do so now. I had assumed that we were dealing with a lone mage, but if it is an entire cult, as you say, I will need to reconsider my plans. Myrokos, while you went about your investigation, I succeeded in deciphering a new spell from the Book of Nald. It should prove useful in the battles to come. I shall teach it to you forthwith. What? You mean to fight destruction with more destruction? This can only end in tragedy, I tell you. Listen to me, hearer. Waldev and his cult may be a menace to the realm, but Myrokos is nothing like them. Master Kukuruka himself entrusted him with his legacy. He will not misuse his power and cause carnage. On that you have my word. I cannot believe what I am hearing. Were the situation not so dire, I would bring you to justice without a moment's hesitation. Fortunately for you, a greater threat looms over us all, and we must cooperate if disaster is to be averted. Your connections have proven useful before, and they may do so again. If you learn aught of them, I will thank you to send me word. Now, but know that I will not tolerate any interference in my investigation. That guy. Gods, what an irksome, ignorant, insufferable idiot. To think that we must cooperate with him. Heed not the mutterings of that stuck-up lout. We shall prepare for the gathering storm in our own way. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, the new spell, Ley Lines. It is called, and it will be a potent addition to your arsenal. While you go about mastering it, I will make further inquiries on the situation at hand. If there are any developments, you will be the first to know. Okay, I got ley lines. Lai has received an unexpected letter. Myrokos, I have received a letter from 269th Order Mendicant Dazan. The Mughals' reach extends further than I had realized, but Dazan would contact us, suggests that something is very much amiss. I wait at Bronze Lake, it says, and no more than that. Though perhaps somewhat cryptic, the letter's brevity suggests a sense of urgency. Please hurry to Bronze Lake and investigate the situation. I shall inform Zayanala of this development, though I doubt the fool can render much assistance. I gave my word that we would cooperate. Okay, so now we need to go to Bronze Lake. Myrokos, I am glad to see you. Pleased, happy, glad. Kazakh Cha has told me what happened. This is grim news. Yes, grim news indeed. The man Kazakh Cha spoke of approached me too, spoke of the Defiant, said he wanted my knowledge, wisdom, insight, knowledge. I told him I needed time to think, consider, ponder, think. I told him to return later. When he returns, we shall ambush him. Yes, a sound plan, I think. I told him to meet me northeast of Bronze Lake. I shall approach as normal as bait. Myrokos, you lie in wait. Ambush, hiding, wait. Why do I have a feeling that Zayanala is going to screw everything up? Are you leader of the Defiant? My name is Waldi, and you are descendant from First Order Patriarch Daegu, yes? Daegu was my ancestor, progenitor, forebear, ancestor. You know him? I've had opportunity to peruse a fascinating tome left by Kukuruka. In it, Daegu has mentioned, Daegu is mentioned as a confidant who assisted the master in his studies of the dark arts. It also states that Kukuruka intended to entrust the secrets of his research to those same confidants. I fully expect you to tell me all about these secrets. Then you are wrong, mistaken, incorrect, wrong. I shall reveal nothing to the likes of you. I am a busy man, Daza. If you refuse to cooperate, I simply don't have time for you. Wait, where are you going? You might have made a powerful ally, but as an enemy you cannot be suffered to live. Find out everything he knows, then kill him. Oh, what a charming person. You over here, here. We'll leave it at that for now. I think at that for now. Thank you, Myrokos. Those Defiant didn't stand a chance. No chance at all. But while Dave got away, fled, escaped, got away. Myrokos, Lalai relayed to me what happened. As usual, now you kind of run late. These men, were they Defiant mages? Yep. You fool! You've killed every last one of them. How do you intend for us to question them now? I knew this would happen. You black mages are quick to wield your destructive powers, but rarely do you consider the consequences. We must return to Lalai. Do not think that I'll forget about what you have done. Were you not in full control of your powers? Did your magics run wild, amok, untamed, wild? Whatever the case, I do know that you saved me, rescued, protected, saved. Thank you, Myrokos. I owe you my life. You should hurry to Ul'dah. Much as you protected me from the Defiant, I suspect Lalai might benefit from protection from that Mikote. Yes, hurry to Ul'dah. Hurry back to Ul'dah, Myrokos. Stop Lalai and that Mikote from fighting, quarreling, bickering, fighting. Okay, so back to Ul'dah. You're finally here. I literally just boarded, so how did you get here? Myrokos. Zayanala has been standing there, silently fuming for quite some time now. What has transpired? So it was indeed Waldev that stole the Book of Thought, and he has been studying the magics inscribed within. But did truly not a single Defiant survive? I somehow doubt that you are fully responsible for... I care not for your deaths. I explicitly told you not to interfere in my investigation. If nothing else, this shows the bloody outcome of a battle between opposing black mages. Fighting destructive power with more destructive power, it's such thinking that led to the War of the Magi. I'm sure I needn't remind you of the outcome of that. I strongly recommend you give some thought to just how terrible a force you toy with. The War of the Magi. I suppose I cannot blame him for seeing the parallels. A war between forces commanding unimaginably destructive magical power, but black magic is not purely to blame. It was the violent confluence of black and white magic that ultimately led to disaster. It brought about the sixth umbral calamity. It is only natural that the risk of a reoccurrence of those terrible events would instill great fear. I know you would never be so reckless as to allow something like that to happen. The problem lies not with black magic, but with the Defiant. I am disinclined to pay heed to Zayanala's words when they run counter to those of Daza, who witnessed the battle firsthand. I find it hard to believe that you would lose control of your powers. I didn't lose control. There must be some other explanation for the deaths of those mages. It also seems that Waldev is gathering something of the following. To better oppose this growing menace, I shall teach you a new spell I recently deciphered from the Book of Knowledge. Remember, Myrokos, black magic is not a thing to be feared. As a true black mage, you have the power to control it. I believe in you. Sharpcast ensures that Scathe, Fire, and Thunder spells were cast for the first hit. Triggers additional effect for okay, so that's if I want to trigger a proc and hit that button. Okay, so that's caught up with okay, so caught up with that one. Let us go back to Ishgard. I've secured chocobo porters for the two of us. The chocobo keep as yours. Greetings, Master Tia. I have saddled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands as per Arturo's instructions. Lord Arturo's instructions. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high, too, even over snow. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times. Well, this is charming.
Once verdant tracts, made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken, that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest. Once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came.
Right, the world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. To business. Sir Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting us. And as always, the two. It has been far too long, Lord Artura. And who might your companion be? Pray forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Myrokos Tia, Ward of House Fruit. Ah, yes, of course, Lord Drillamont spoke of you. Sir Redwald of House Durende. Do bid you welcome. I, Sir Redwald of House Durender, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Master Tia is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then with your permission, I shall recount the tale for his benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights, and some few villagers. And then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Fortin are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. Okay, work in progress. So Redwald would have you assist the craftsmen rebuilding the fortifications of Falcon's Nest. Several craftsmen in the service of House Zemail are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at rebuilding and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, their foreman, tells me he has need of a man with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? Okay, so definitely Roth. Here. Yes, I'm Roth. Who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing this fine nest you see before you. Sent me over on one of them blackbirds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But fury take me, this ice, it's bloody unnatural, how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you, mark my words, there are pockets of them here and there just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch it long enough, you're sure to find it. is it on? Bit of an overuse, but a little better. Probably should not have popped the flare, but whatever. It's nice. Flare is nice. Now that's a man, what looks like he's found his marks. You're just the sort we need around here, the kind that'll hop to when he sees a task done. First and foremost, good help is hard to find, a sad truth that Roth knows well. You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I've any skill at arms to speak of mind, but it doesn't take an expert to realize expertise. Be a waste to keep you to myself when there are others out would need help, same as me. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike, the bloody huge statue out in the wastes if you've never been. No, I haven't. Mason by the name of Thearmont is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Thearmont. But I reckon he's taken on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. Okay. Just had to check something. helping the local defense. Worked. Okay. So there's that. Wait for them to get out of range. Something out of combat. Really, it's fine. Hail to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Foreman Roth bid you assist me? Well, far be it from you to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I have just the thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I would be in your debt. Now I have to go kill... There you are. Have you the bristles? Yep. Thick, deep, gray bristles sheared from a wild beast. Ah, I feel how coarse that is. That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The splitting image of Haldrath, the first of the Azure Dragoons, and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon the statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proudish guardian, I could ask for no greater honor. That's not bad, but if I'm going to get tombstones later, maybe get some reserves. Before you return to Falcon's Nest, Theramont has a task for you. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Isildur, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Any road, while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. 'Tis a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. Okay. This area. I'll just have to do my best. What's that? A package? I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. Ice-crusted bundle, a once-hot package unintentionally left by Isildur to cool in the frigid highland winds. Confound it, that fool of a... What a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Theramont labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favoring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well as your willingness to assist Theramont. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwald. Okay, so she's in love with him, but they can't be together because of societal demands. It's a shame. Flying, but at the same time walking through the zone is beautiful. I mean, look at this place. Sure, it's seen better, but yeah, it's nice. Whereas Thanalin can be a bit campy and stuffy, this is actually quite nice. must applaud your initiative, Master Tia. Roth tells me you have been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. A task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Arturo included. Reconnaissance lost. In times such as these, Sir Redwald is glad to have veterans like you to whom he can turn. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation, a veteran through and through, just as Lord Drelamont said. Good. We have lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north to River's Meet in search of the heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not. But regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim, and has claimed, the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party to a different area to search. You and Lord Arturo will be working together. Seek him out when you are ready to depart, and good luck. I think, even though, yeah, my rotation is pretty straightforward with regards to Black Mage, I think I'll give that a break and try to get more XP on my warrior. It seems we have been assigned the area near Camp River's Meet, Mr. T. Lest you are unaware, the camp was once one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from Kurthus Western Highlands. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity. 'Twould not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. Okay. I really do miss flying. But if I flew everywhere, I wouldn't be able to take in the scenery, so, except from the air. Oh well. Oh, well, that was unfortunate. Okay, back to Revenant's Toll. Note to self, do not go running off of the cliff. Oop. Crystal Braves. just do a double check. Okay, once more with feeling. Let's meet up with Lord Arturo. Magnificent desolation. I mean, the ruins from Dragon Flames aren't good, obviously, but here's a good question. There's a bridge across the gap. But however, do I get down? Clear way from there. Over here. If he's up there, he's up there. Charming. All the way down here just to find out I get to go all the way back up. Oh. Okay. He's up there. All this way down here just, well, at least I found the way down. That's what matters. below us is Camp Riversmeet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliffs safely from here. Should we fall, the beasts below would make short work of us. Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. Oh, so there was a giant here. Okay. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that recent storms have obscured their trail or that they took an alternate route to Camp Riversmeet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. The camp appears to be deserted, and yet I cannot shake the feeling that, Master Tia, pray search the camp while I stand watch. We dare not let the enemy take us unawares. Okay. So this was the Aetherite. Right, it's seen better days. That took you long enough. Are you alright? I heard the sounds of a struggle. Yeah, and I took care of it. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved. Just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Master Tia. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here. Naught but white all around, till we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others, there was shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. Why? My lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must... Have faith, sir. Justice will be done. But first we must see you to safety. I can still fight. At the end of our hope, Lord Artoral seems loath to forgo any opportunity to locate the heretics' hideaways. He has the right of it, Master Tia. Whatever remains of the heretics' trail will be gone with the next snowfall, but we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the heretics' trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith. Be sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured, we will not be far behind, and Myrokos, thank you. So now we need to head north. Fresh footprints. The tracks continue north. Tracks continue north. Of do you think you're going? Oh, no, 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 no. We are not done. Oh, I can still attack him. Yay. But I don't know if I'm supposed to. I need him alive so we can follow him back to his hideout. Hello. Just don't mind the person with the axe, running by your side. I just want to know where your hideout is. Down the stairs. This cannot go well. Aha, okay. Alright, then let's see what happens next. It's Iceheart.
Looking for me, I presume.
Yep. And now you show yourself.
Ah, the child who glimpsed the truth.
No! It cannot be.
He cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
So she does have the echo.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche, and then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found, but I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course, and not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were and should ever be.
Killing civilians won't bring them together. What of the innocents who died when you attacked Foundation? Yeah, what of them?
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Master Tian, praise Helena you are alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. Yeah, I found Isard and she walked away. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Isard escaped, but we must not let that detract us from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. We are still searching the area, sir, but the only heretics we have found thus far are the ones you left with. Yep, as corpses. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy, tenacious devils. Knights, be not proud. Lord Arturo would rather not linger without cause. The knights have matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwall. Come, after tracking heretics across mountains of ice and snow, I would say you were due a few hours rest next to a warm fire. Yes, please. Curl up in your That would be very nice indeed. Lord Artorel, Master Tia, full glad am I to see you both hale and healthy. What news? You mean you say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury! I believe we have made great strides towards purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father and the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artorel. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandar and Fortal could accomplish through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Master Tia have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray, return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. Okay, so now I'll go back to Fortal Manor. Okay. I'll have to talk to Hammond. This is indeed the airship landing, though it doesn't get all that much use. If you've got your own black chocobo or some other means of airborne conveyance, then you may feel free to use it to return to Ishgard. So I need to unlock this. Okay, so back to Foundation. Master Tia, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence unjustly, now I realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. But Hosheva swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened. Because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother, the legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. My mother hated him, Of course, even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him, and, to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone, an onerous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea and honored guest of House Fortal. My new comrade in arms, Horshafont's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Oh, charming. Yet you accepted the task without word of protest nor any sign of fear, and you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Hoshafont had the right of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks my known weakness. But I will not doubt you again, Master Tia. On that you have my word. Oh, that's nice. Critical hit. Critical hit. Okay, so next is Manolane, but I think I've had enough MSQ for tonight. It has been nearly 3 hours, which is usually my limit. Though I am curious about that blue quest outside, so let's just do a little diversion and see what this looks like. Given that this says Astrologicon, I have to assume that that has to do with astrologians at a guess. But what about this? The Dark Spectre. After witnessing a spectacle like that, every day seems rather dull in comparison. What spectacle? So you didn't see that trial either. Ah, your loss. Fury take me, the way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. He couldn't have carried a shield if he wanted to, the blade was so big. Had to keep 2 hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with that temple knight for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the 7th hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but then I heard someone say he must be a dark knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. What's a dark knight? Ye gods, are you mad? We're standing outside the bloody tribunal. Fine, but keep quiet and listen. Because I'm only going to say this once. Our end. The people of Ishgard are in high spirits, for another heretic has answered for his crime. So, as I was saying, that heretic was fighting like a man possessed. Even after he took several wounds, he showed no signs of pain, though there was no mistaking the blood. As the fight wore on, it began to soak through his armor, spreading to every element of his body, but when it began to rise and envelop him as a mist, I realized it wasn't blood, but something dark and twisted. But the righteous are not so easily cowed, Helone be praised. I screamed to myself hoarse when the Temple Knight slipped past his guard and ran him through. Good riddance, I say. Man was not meant to wield such arts. Yet I wonder, was he truly one of those... Well, it matters not. I heard the Temple Knights talking of dumping his corpse in the broom. By sunrise, it'll be stripped bare and tossed over the walls. It will be as though he never was, as though we never had this conversation. Okay. Now you've got my interest. Okay. What's going on here? That's more than far enough for charity. They'll take care of the rest. And mayhaps sooner rather than later. Come on. What's going on? I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You all right? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Name's Frey, by the way, and no, I am not a heretic. Try convincing a Temple Knight, drunk on authority of that. Shame the pompous arse got the better of me. But how about you? You touched it, yes? That couldn't have felt good. A voice, eh? And a rather distressed one besides. Please, someone, anyone. Not so fast. We need to talk about what's happening to you, what's growing within you, before you get carried away. There's a darkness within us all. Nothing dangerous, mind. In fact, it's quite healthy. But the crystal changes you, gives you the power to channel it. Do it without proper training, however, and, well, it might hurt. So go ahead, ask me to teach you. Ask me to instruct you in the ways of the Dark Knights, and I will. Oh, so this is the Dark Knight. I know you're still worried about that screaming woman, so I'll keep this brief. We Dark Knights don't care one whit for prestige or pedigree. We are free to follow our hearts, to defend the weak and punish the guilty as we see fit. The law of the land, the authority of a name, these are tools cowards use to escape harm. We have no need of shields, figurative or literal. Here, my blade is yours, my soul crystal, your crystal. Go on, take them. You'll need them soon enough. Okay. Let's go to marks that. Oops, that. First change my class to Dark Knight. Okay. There we go. Okay, there's that. We have Hard Slash, we have Siphon Strife, we have Unleash. This is great. I'm gonna move you up here. There, you're fine. Bar, Soul Eater. Interrupt. Other abilities? No, that's it. Okay. We'll get more later by the looks of it. Are there any practice dummies nearby? I don't want to practice. This first. things first. Let me get to somewhere I do know that there is. There are training dummies. Okay. Delivers attack with penalty of 150, delivers an attack with penalty of 100, combat action slash, increases potency, restores hit points. Okay, then Siphon Strike, combat action Siphon Strike, 320, even more damage. Deals unexpected damage to with a potency of 120 to all nearby enemies. So this is an AoE, shield, stun, attract an enemy from far away and provoke, interject, interrupt, 2 interrupts, reprisal, and that. Okay. This is then again, I'm supposed to because you're wielding a rather heavy sword. Orders, okay. That seems straightforward enough. Let's head back to Foundation. And it's a little over 3 hours. If you need to get up and take a break, I need to get up and take a stretch. If you need to get up, take a breather, walk around. It's not healthy for you. Okay, and I'm back. Just need to get up and take a stretch. That. Let us resume quest exploring Dark Knight. Guardian Justice. Phrase ready to teach. And we will get Flood of Darkness. Deals unexpected damage with a potency of 100 to all enemies in a straight line. Its dark side, increasing damage by 10%. Phrase is ready to teach you. You need only ask. Well, don't you look the part. Ready to harness the darkness within to set the wrong things right. Now bear in mind that while the darkness gives you strength, that strength comes at a cost. That is but one sacrifice, though, and justice demands it. Say a man, a venerable, untouched man, harms a child in unspeakable ways. He strides through the hoplon, secure in the knowledge that he is beyond punishment. But for one who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his freedom, who knows how many others will suffer. Such was the dilemma faced by a goodly knight not long ago. He knew that he would be stripped of his titles and denounced for the deed. The threshold we refuse to cross is a line we draw for ourselves. We fear the consequences, and we will suffer for our indecision. Everyone who held that crystal came to conquer that fear, and became who they wanted to be. That night was the first. Will you be the next? Think on that while we look into the commotion down below. Alright, and pretty soon we're doing exactly what that manservant specifically told us not to do. We'll say a night before you see me swing. Never. Okay, here we are. Go and ask her what's wrong. Please, I don't know what to do. It's my granddaughter. I didn't see him standing there, and I know that's no excuse. I should have been more careful. But my granddaughter, she started yelling at the Temple Knight, and I tried to stop her. I did. But then he said she had to come with him, and if I could just tell him how sorry I am, maybe he would... He'd take you too, is what he'd do. Even if you went and begged the Blue Bastard to intervene, it'd be too late by then. Ain't the first time they've taken a girl her age. If she doesn't fight back, they might let her go after... Oh, dear God. This is definitely for adults. I think we're going to have something unpleasant. No, there has to be another way. Ah, Ishgardian justice. They might spare the girl, you know, leave her with a few scars and a lifelong lesson. Or we could beat every last one of them to within an oom of their lives and rescue the girl. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I knew you would. Everything is going to be alright, madam. When I'm through with those knights, they will not dare trouble you ever again. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Please bring her back to me. Assuming they didn't just drag her into an alley, they've taken her to either the congregation or the tribunal. The Honorable Sir Emmerich wouldn't suffer such reprehensible behavior under his roof. The Inquisition, on the other hand, well... So that leaves the tribunal. If the girl is still alive, I imagine they'll make all manner of threats, come any closer and she dies, and so forth. If so, we'll need to make something perfectly clear to them. We're not here for her, we're here for you. Once they understand she means nothing to us, they'll attack us or flee. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to find out which. You have learned all Dark Knight actions and traits for level 30. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in Actions and Traits window, accessed under Character menu. Okay. Just the one sword between the two of us, I'm afraid. You keep it. I dare say it fits rather snugly in your hands. But don't worry about me, I'll do my part to keep you on your feet. Now, should things turn violent, as I expect they shall, you may need to tap into your darkness to survive. It's not unlike drawing upon your own ether to weave magic. Fear, pain, rage, that which lies in the deepest depths of our soul makes for a potent fuel. But be warned. Burn too much, too quickly, and you risk being consumed. Do not worry, Myrokos. The first step over the threshold is always the hardest. Ah, yes, I should have known you'd do that. Right then, let's find the girl. Search the area between here and the tribunal for the knights. I'll be right behind you. Who are you? Another highborn ours? Nope. Duty calls. Discarding justice. Okay. Are you ready for this? Well, let's give it a shot. Damn it, girl, you're only making it worse for yourself. The hell's with you? I've done nothing wrong. Why are the pretty ones always so daft? If I had to go for every time I had to kill an unrepentant bastard like you... What the... Are you threatening a temple knight? Oh, you're very clever. Yes, I am. Now let her go. Enough of this. With me, girl. Now. One more word of protest and I'll toss your grandmother in a cell to rot. You three seize this imbecile. Bring everyone. He's gone mad. Reinforcements, eh? Looks like we'll have to even the odds. Search your soul for the darkness. We need but a sliver, yes? Okay. Okay, hopefully that's enough. Immerse yourself in the flames and in the darkness. That wasn't too bad. Well done, hero. I think the fair maiden wants to have a word. I don't know what to say, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. I got a little carried away earlier. It's just that when I saw how they were treating my grandmother, I had to say something, and... yeah, didn't mention it. What? No one screamed your name? My Mother called out just once, but that was it. Speaking of which, I should hurry back. I suppose I ought to say that I'm sorry for what I did, but I'm not. Those knights had it coming. Halone bless you for what you did. Feels good, doesn't it? Strange, maybe, but good strange, I'll wager. You tapped into something primal, power nestled within you, yearning to be free. As your understanding of this power grows, so too will your skill as a Dark Knight. You have done well, far better than I could have hoped, in fact, but there is still so much more to learn, so much further to go. I won't lie to you, Myrokos, the risks will not only increase, so if you want to keep going, you'll have to trust in me. Can you do that? I can. Good. That's a promise. Circumstances being what they are, it might be best if we parted ways for a while. Think of it as an opportunity to hone your skills in my absence. But don't worry, we will meet again. When the time is right, I'll be waiting where we first met. Next Dark Knight quest will be available for free upon reaching level 35. The requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. With that, I think I will go back to Photon Manor, and then we will call this stream to an end, because it is getting a little late, and I gotta go to bed. So, I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you liked what you saw at any point, make sure you follow and hit the notification bell so that you're informed of when I go live on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link to Twitch will be in the description. Make sure that you click the YouTube link if you're watching this on Twitch to go follow me, follow me on YouTube, subscribe, and you can see all of my Let's Play playthroughs that I have there for my entire Final Fantasy XIV journey. And with that, I shall see you anon, friends. Good night, good day, see you anon.